Okay guys, so it's been really great over here today. So it's been a beautiful day, sunshine is out, really enjoying the vlog here today. We've gone all over the safari park, spent half the day doing that. It's been great stuff. So what we're doing now is we're going into the main attraction, which is the theme park. So I believe there's a few more little things in there. There's the sea life show and a few little things that we're going to see inside there. So more when we get inside. Right guys, I've got inside the theme park. I've walked halfway down and didn't realise that actually you can enter the theme park side without a ticket. But obviously if you want to go on any of the rides, then you've got to pay for the wristband. So I've already paid for it. I've got my barcodes ready here, so I'm just off now to get the tickets. Yeah. What about them? Yeah, she's over 1.4. I'll show you. Does that mean you can go on all the rides? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna take it home? Very possible. I don't want it. Let's say you take it home and bought it.
stairs in the theatre. If you have a pushchair, there is plenty of room for parking up at the far side.
On at you. So you've said hello to me, we've said hello to Abby, we do need to say hello to Bounty. So if everyone can pick up the hand, give him a nice big wave to say hello. He is going to wave back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is sea lion breeding season at the moment, so if our sea lions do anything today, give them a clap, give them a cheer, because frankly it's a miracle. So here we go. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be answering a few questions that we get asked here pretty much every single day. So we're going to send him up, and when he gets down, we're going to give him a massive cheer. So here we go. So that there is the second difference. Now the third and final difference is to do with the size of their flippers. So adults in the audience, if you take a look at the size of your hand, show any kids that might be with you, your hand is on average the same size. Up on stage is Jack. Now Jack is a year older than Bounty, and personality-wise, the polar opposite. Whereas Bounty is a bundle of energy, Jack is the world's laziest animal. So, if we... Really? You forgot the fish. You have literally one job up there, Abby, and that is to give fish to a sea lion. So, you've done really, really well there, haven't you? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this here is Jack. What have you? Oh, why would you leave it there? Alright, so, what we are going to do first is we are going to get everyone to pick up the hands. Give Jack a nice big wave to say that he is going to wave back. There you go. Well done. So with Jack up on the stand, we're going to answer another question, and that is, well, how do we train our sea lions? So here at the park, we use a method of training called positive reinforcement. You guys out in the audience today, what Bounty was? You'd all shout, sea lion. Are we impressed, Bounty? No? Really? How do I recover from that? I'm getting snubbed by a sea lion. Alright. Now, before we do pop Bounty away, we are, pardon? He's got an important job. He does, I'm getting that. I'm getting that. He does have an important job to do. And I have heard that it is Ellie Mae's 14th birthday today. So what we are going to do is we are going to get Bounty to sing happy birthday. So, Bounty, the stage is yours, take it away. Alright guys, so we are going to leave it there with Bounty. He has done very, very, very well. So we are going to hopefully pop him back and bring out. Abby there's got the hula hoop. It's a dangerous game. Now with that target we can train up to sort of 90–95% of the stuff he knows, but not quite everything. So for that last little bit we have to use something called capturing. Now capturing the behaviour basically involves us sat where you guys are, waiting for our sea lions to do something. As soon as they do it, we blow on that whistle, lots and lots of fish, and they are able to, you get the idea eventually. However long it takes, we are able to get a cue onto it. For instance, Bounty's barking that we heard earlier. There is no on-off switch that we can poke with a target, we have to use capturing. So every time they'd bark naturally, we'd blow on that whistle, lots and lots of fish. A very loud 6 months later, we are able to get a cue onto it. So now, in theory, and please bear in mind, Jack is only just learning this, all we should have to do is hold up our hand, and we get that! We'll give him a massive check now, that was how we do our training. It's actually quite a simple process. Now, we are going to pop Jack away in a moment. But before we do, we're going to let him show off a little bit and see if he can pull Abby into the pool. You've been framed with 250 quid. I want a cut. So here we go. She's walking out to the end of the beach. We are going to hold this hula hoop nice and high above the water. Now I don't want to point out the obvious, guys, but that hula hoop started out pretty high and got pretty low pretty quick. So Jack, you're supposed to catch the fish. That was his fault. Alright guys, so we are going to leave it there with Jack. The fact that he has turned up is frankly a modern day miracle. So what we are going to do is we'll give him a round of applause and hopefully, once again, he will play on end. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Right guys, so I've had a fantastic day here at West Midlands Safari Mart. It's been fantastic, and the weather, luckily for us, I'm really thankful that the weather has actually turned out to be brilliant. I'm at a restaurant now within the theme park area, which is called Burger & Coal. Unfortunately not the best. On Google Maps it is showing as actually a 1-star rating, and I can see the reason why. However, I got a little bit desperate, you know, I needed some munchies, so I just got a little bit of chips and things like that. Not the best. They are 1-star rated, and I can see why. Cheapest of the cheap sort of thing, and high markup prices. I paid £3 for some chips. Chips and nuggets are sort of about £6, which is probably the cheapest thing on the menu. Burgers and things goes to about £8 to £9. So a bit of dear for what it is. However, you know, it's sort of expected in these sort of places where they're a little bit expensive, but hey ho. Anyway, onwards. So I've stopped here in the shade a little bit just to cool down a little bit, get a few drinks and things like that. Drinks, by the way, are quite expensive. Bring your own. Most places over here is about £3.10, something like that. So I'd recommend bring your own stuff. Bring you know, a rucksack like I have, put some, you know, drinks in there, and it does the job for you. Apart from that, the theme park itself is pretty good. It's not huge as Alton Towers or anything like that, but it is sufficiently sort of large. You can take about a day or so, you know, so you can spend a day here easily, sort of, you know, walking about, seeing the attractions. There are a couple of things over here in terms of shows. We've managed to see about 3 of them, which were not too bad. The best one obviously being the, you know, the sea life sort of performance that they have over here. But you know, we've done pretty well today. Kids have really enjoyed it, and would we return here? Probably we would, yeah. More on the theme park sort of side rather than the safari. I think the safari was great, but today was really busy. However, I think animals wise, they haven't got such a large selection of animals as maybe other safari parks, maybe Longleat or Woburn Park, which is down south. So you can compare those two and see whether you know, it's feasible for you. However, being in the Midlands, it is fantastic that it's not far to travel, and we have enjoyed our day here today. So I'm going to do a couple of more rides, and then we'll probably be on our way back home. It's not long for it to close now, probably another hour or so. And so keep watching, guys. Right guys, so just finished the safari park. It was amazing, I've got to say. So we started the day, we had the option because we had purchased the ticket for the theme park and the safari park. There is a choice when you come in. You could just park up and go to the theme park first, or do the safari park. I mean, the safari park was extremely busy today, and it took us approximately 3 hours to go around. Normally they say it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours if it's not so busy. But we did that first and we really enjoyed it, and I'm glad we did because the sun was shining and we sort of really enjoyed that. We sort of brought some a little sort of picnic with us as well, so we used that time to have a little picnic in the car while we're going around, so that worked out pretty great for us. After that we went to the theme park. The theme park I think was a little better than I expected in terms of the size. It's not huge, it's probably slightly smaller than Drayton Manor, but it's an adequate size. I mean, you can spend the day there looking at all the things. I mean, we certainly didn't manage to cover absolutely everything. We did the main ride, so we did the log flume, we did the Hungry Hippos. I've got to say is really good. I went on with my daughter expecting it just to be ones which twirl around on the ground, but actually it sort of went you know, sort of vertical and sort of different sort of you know, up in the air and so forth. So that was quite good. I've got to say the service wasn't too bad. The queues weren't too bad. I was expecting it, because it is half term we've come in, so I was expecting it to be quite busy. It was certainly busy, but the queues weren't as long as I expected them to be, you know, as they have been in other theme parks. So it's been not too bad in that sense. The queues weren't too bad. We managed to get on most of the rides that, you know, we queued up for. Kids really enjoyed it. Food, there are a few places over there. There is I can't remember what it's called now, Dino something restaurant. That was probably the better one in terms of reviews that I looked at before I came in. We didn't eat anything there. I think they were quite overpriced. The food was over there. The restaurant wasn't that glamorous. I have taken a little shot for you, so you might see that in the video. So yeah, I mean, it was okay. If you want to have food, that's probably an okay place to have. Where we ended up going is, because by the time we walked up to the rides and the ride area we were in, there was a place called Burger Co, I think it's called. And I did see the reviews before I came here that they are pretty abysmal. They're not really very good, and I think they're like 1-star rated. And I could see why when I got there. Although the restaurant looked okay in terms of the decor and things like that. It wasn't up to date, but it was okay. And the food was very bland, overpriced. I was looking, I mean, we had just, you know, some chips and things like that just to sort of have a quick snack. And yeah, they were, I think the chips were about £3, but the cheapest meal there was probably nuggets and chips, which was about £6. So I think a little bit overpriced in terms of food, but you sort of expect that over here. But you don't mind if the food quality is okay. Unfortunately, the food quality wasn't that great there from what we had. And drinks, as expected, is quite overpriced. I think when I was looking for sort of fizzy drinks, and they seem to be about £3.10 if I remember correctly, in most of the places that I saw. So top tips is, from my point of view, is take some picnic with you. There are plenty of picnic spots everywhere, especially around the car park. We're just in the car park at the moment, just about to leave. And there are plenty of benches around, and there's grassed areas where you can have your picnic. And in fact, at the end of the day, some people are just getting out of the car and just having little picnics. So bring a picnic with you, especially if you're going around the safari. It's okay to have a quick snack there, or if you want to have a full-size picnic, you can have one on the grass. Yeah, plenty of parking around here as well, so adequate size car park. For people with blue badges, there is a decent size area, but it does get full up pretty quickly. And we came earlier in the day and all of that area was full, and in fact all the car parks were pretty rammed. You know, they were quite full. Good toilet facilities, so just by the car park there's toilet facilities, plenty of toilet facilities inside. which was really good. The shows were quite, I mean, they weren't very long shows, most of them. The longest one we had was seeing the sea lions, which was very entertaining. That was probably one of the best shows they had there. But it does get full up very quickly, so bear in mind, whatever time they've advertised, try and be there, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes before if you can, which is difficult because I found that we were on the other side, you know, with the rides mainly, and then to walk all the way back to some of the shows. So maybe the times could be coordinated a little bit better, but that's something you might have to plan in the day, how to do that. In terms of the safari itself, the safari was okay, but I think there are better places with more sort of animals. The thing that we lacked at this particular site was we were expecting to see monkeys, and unfortunately there were no sort of monkeys or apes or any of that sort of species over here at all. There were some tigers, but not that much. We did see some, but they were quite far from us, and they weren't roaming around like they are in other safari parks. So that one I think the animals lacked a little bit, but on overall, if you look at it, I mean, you know, it's great that we have this facility in the Midlands. We didn't have to travel too far. It's just north of Kidminster, so it's not too far. I mean, we traveled through Dudley and sort of came here. So, you know, it took us about 45 minutes so from the Midlands, not too far at all. And it's great for sort of facility that we have over here. Great day out overall. I would say it's a great experience. If you've got young kids or any kids of any age, you'll enjoy it. The thing that they did not mention was I tried to contact the people just for a few questions to ask them about admission and things. Unfortunately, on the website I couldn't find any phone numbers. If they were sort of really premium rate ones, 087 numbers or something like that. But I didn't actually find a local number or 03 number that I could contact customer services. It seemed to be through an email, which I did send them, and I've still not had a reply back, and I'm here today. So that's not great from that aspect. So what I was trying to do with customer services, I sent them an email. I was trying to find out on the theme park side of things. What I wanted to know was, you know, I didn't really want to go on many rides. So what I needed to know was, is there a cost for admission, or do we have to pay for the armbands, you know, such as this one? Is that only if you want to go on the rides? And unfortunately they didn't answer that question on time, and I had to purchase one because I didn't know whether, you know, it's for admission or it's to get onto the rides. So I have discovered that, guys, if you don't want to go on the rides, admission to the theme park is actually free. You can park up and basically go into the theme park. So I'm not sure how they sell it on the website, because I think the way they've worded it, it seems to be that you have to take admission for the safari in order to get here, which may be true, because I think you have to show your ticket at the gates in order to get into the safari, in order to get into the car park. But once you've got into the safari, it's your choice then whether you want to go to the theme park side first, or you want to go to safari. Either way, once you get to the theme park side of things, it is free to go inside. It's just that if you want to go on any rides, it seems to be, I think it starts at £2 per ride, and then depending on the number of tickets that you buy, you know, it goes slightly cheaper. But I think probably from the point of view of, if you're going to go on a few rides, it probably would work out better for you, or wristbands if they're called. So I've bought a wristband for all of us, and it was great, you know. So basically we could go on any ride. They did check, you know, that we've got wristbands instead of the tickets on all the rides. But yeah, guys, you know, especially for elderly people, I mean, my parents didn't come with me today, but you know, normally I have my in-laws who come with me, and they didn't come with me on this occasion, but next time they would probably come with me. And for somebody like them, it would be ideal that they could basically come in to the safari, and all they have to do is, you know, they could just have a walk about in the theme park. they don't necessarily have to get any admission charge for that, unless they want to go on any particular ride. So they could just get a couple of tickets if they need to go on a couple of rides. Apart from that, I'd probably purchase tickets for the kids, so the kids can just go on all the rides wherever they want to go. So that's my top tips for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you do like it, then please don't forget to click on the like button, click on the little bell icon, and then you'll see notifications of when new videos come up. I do enjoy making these videos, and I hope you enjoy seeing them. Please, you know, do subscribe, because I'm getting loads and loads of people viewing, but I need to get the subscribers up. You know how YouTube works. So come on guys, click on the subscribe, you know, and you're going to see lots more stuff. And don't forget to share with all your friends. So until the next time guys,